Welcome to God Power Live, where Black women gods come to connect with their likeness and refine our emotions so we can do what we came here for. I'm here every weekday at 8 a.m. Pacific, and today's topic is Your Mother Couldn't Handle or See You as a Child. So this morning in I did some refinement. It came through this morning. I just paying close attention. Hello, by the way, I'm broadcasting on Facebook and TikTok. And I'm here every weekday at 8 a.m. Pacific. Thank you, Unique. Some refinement in because I'm preparing for a launch, and I've been thinking about like who I'm really here for. And so this morning it came through, and sometimes I'm so in it, and um, I'm saying this for you too. What I'm getting ready to say, because I would like to hear in the comments too if this has been you. So I've been in a lot of coaching and programs and all that. And I always never felt like I could say what I really wanted to say inside of the programs with the mentor or with the other women in the programs. And this thing about you were born different. For example, I've had clients come to me and say, when I was 4, my mother was like, okay, I know who you are. That's not going to work down here on earth. Okay. I've had clients say to me, I remember when I was in the crib at 6 months, my mother, like my light, who I was, she couldn't. And I intuited that as a 6 month old, and I shut down right there at 6 months. And now I'm 50 something years old, married with kids. And this whole time I've been playing another person because I got the signal from my mother when I was 6 months old. I mean, like, these are the women who I'm here for. You literally were born different. Okay. You're not somebody who you got traumatized, then you created some healing, and now you want to help others. That is great, by the way. That is wonderful. It's not to downgrade that. It's like this slither, this narrow being that I'm talking about. So when I say your raw consciousness, who you were born as, I mean that down to the very nook and cranny, down to the fiber of it. When you were 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, if we put you, not if, but when you were put with other kids, you were clearly the different kid. Okay? This is who I'm here for. We are rich. We are wealthy intrinsically. Okay? We are a bounty intrinsically. And most people are blind. Okay, listen, there are people who see it and they want to feast off of it. A lot of men will see it and they want to feast off of it. Okay? A lot of women will see it and they want to feast off of it. Very few people see it and want to pay unless you own who you are and you put yourself out there knowing who you are. Most of us are in deep hiding. We are in deep hiding. So we come out here and we want people to treat us like royalty. We want people to treat us like these bountiful, wealthy, godlike, magnificent beings, but we don't act like it. This is what I help you to do. This is the crux of what my company is here for, to help you come out of hiding and own all of who you really are. Okay? This delights me so much just saying it with clarity. And I'm like, because it's my responsibility to be clear about this. So, in speaking to you, okay, who went into hiding at 6 months years old, 6 months years old, who went into hiding at 6 months old, who went into hiding at 4 years old, who went into hiding at 9, 12, 23 years old, whatever age you were when you went into hiding. Let's talk about, and again, I'm only here for 15 minutes max every weekday at 8 a.m. Pacific. So you can follow me here if you're not already following me on TikTok and on we're at Facebook. So, first of all, before I go on, will you acknowledge that? Like, is it your time to acknowledge that? I mean, it's a big deal. Like, so I'll speak for myself and some of my clients, okay? Because no one is really seeing us, because we're hiding, right? This is a two-way street. It's not like they're not seeing us, right? Well, they're not seeing us because we're hiding. And so what we've done, and we don't even realize we're doing it until we realize we're doing it, okay? We go around people and we're cloaked, right? We're being whatever the safe version of us is being. And they treat us according to the safe version that we're presenting to them, right? So we get with a guy, oftentimes the husband that we're with, he bought into the character we were being at whatever age he met us, right? So he bought into that. And you carry that character out in that whole marriage, and it becomes weighty. And I've talked about this already, how heavy it becomes, right? You start to not like him, resent him. And it's not even really him, it's that, well, he bought into who you were being, but that's not who you really are, right? And then we'll have girlfriends, we'll have companies, we'll have jobs, all the things that they don't fit over time because there's not real. It's not based on the intrinsic wealth that we are. We didn't choose that man, we didn't choose that job, we didn't choose that career, we didn't choose those friends based on the intrinsic wealth that we are. Based on what based on that intrinsic wealth, how that actually informs the life that we're supposed to live, which is a whole other conversation, which goes back to what I've been saying about trusting your original system, trusting who you were at 6 months old, trusting who you were at 4 years old, trusting who you were at 9, and so on. And having that guide your steps versus when you were 4 years old, like this client of mine, and her mom said to her, look, I know who you are. You know, that's not going to work here on earth, right? Because her mom was scared because her mom too was a powerful being. And so the mom was only sharing with her what she knew. Had the mom been supported, mentored, had the environment to come out, then she would have given birth to a child who she could have been supported in coming out. So the mother was only doing what she knew how to do, what she had agreed to in her life up until that time. Okay. And so uh, when you put on the character at 4 years old because your mom said to you, this is not going to work here on earth, okay? Or like my client, when she was 6 months old, her mom's like, right? And she knew, right? I know a lot of people think that children don't know, okay? But those of us who are wise and who perhaps we came out of blindness and can see, we know that children are tuned in much more pristinely than we are, all muddied down with living down here on dense earth. And so the character that you put on at 4 years old to get along, right, to get along with the kids, to make sure your mother approves of your behavior, to get along in middle school, high school, etc. And you've never been seen. Nobody has never seen you. And yet you want to come out here with a man, with your career. How about that? The thing that you're even here for. You know, perhaps you do want to have kids, you want to do all these things, and you've done all those things, but you've done it based on your false character. And then you want to come out, um, right? And you've never been seen. Like, how do you? So I share that to talk about how exceptional this is, what we're doing over here. That to be clear that that's the woman over here. There's a lot of women who can be inspired by me and they like me and that's wonderful. Yes, okay, nice, wonderful. But the woman who gets the highest and best, the one who I am uniquely, okay, right? Like who you are is the perfect puzzle for a specific group of people. Who I am is the perfect piece for a specific group of people. It's not all like that, okay? So I say that to speak to those of you who have yet to meet a mentor a teacher, a healer, person who has really been able to meet you in those, at the deepest levels, they're really dark spots, because the darkest dark is light, right? Right? We know this, right? The light is dark, right? So the blinding light, the core of the blinding light is dark. And so when you don't have anyone to actually sit with you and really go there with you, like it's just been the story of my life, with men. I remember specifically being out to dinner with this guy I was dating in Paris. I had such a good time in Paris. I had some times that weren't so good, but I had some just wonderful memories. But I used to live in Paris. I was dating this African guy, and we were at a restaurant near my apartment. And you know how when you're getting to know somebody and you want them to know who you are, but you don't just put it all out there. You just sort of say one thing to sort of share who you are, right? Just to see how they respond. And I remember talking in a very small way about what I'm talking about here right now with you. And his response was one of like, really? You know what I mean? And being in communities with women, goddess circles, this is why I say who you are is not for, we're not here for the average woman. We're not here for the average spiritual Black woman who wants to, you know what I'm talking about, right? The average spiritual Black woman who, whatever that, right? Um, you go into these goddess circles and female groups and communities, and they're saying, look into your heart, and we're all sitting in a lotus position facing each other eye to eye, and you actually start getting into it, like being who you actually are, right? Because this is supposedly the community and the environment for you to do that, right? And then you start talking about something, right? A vision, a power, something you did, something you created, something. And I remember doing this one specific time at this goddess circle, and the girl who I was, we partner off, right? And the girl who I was with, I'm talking, and literally she was like, or it's like you ask a question, and the teacher is like, mm, uh, so another thing I want to say before I go here, I said that to share how when we're not met and we end up in these environments all the time, everywhere for years, with men, with women, with teachers, at work, with our parents, and the answer we keep getting everywhere we go is, we don't see you, we don't understand you, we cannot connect with you, you are weird, you are strange, you are a fool, go do it. It's easy to just stay inside of your character and play along, and but underneath we're very displeased. So when I say that, to really just give voice to that, also I speak for myself, and I hope that this helps you. It's very easy to go into a slumber, to go into forgetfulness, and to be like, fuck it, when you feel like you're all alone in this experience. When I'm 40, I'll be 45 in March. Like, this has been the pattern in my life forever. And I have contacted spiritual people who on the internet claiming that they are master teachers, men, women, who are, they're celestial this, they are a divine goddess, as terrestrial, they are sent from this, and holy, big followings, small followings all over the world, African knowledge up the wazoo, ancient text, magical, spiritual, deep, holy, divine, Christ in the flesh. Well, okay, so, but I need, look, can you see me? Because if you can see straight, if you are everything you're talking about and you can see straight, your door should be open to me. If you, especially if you watch my content, some of these people are quietly watching my content. Like, what? This is what, because it's so, this is why I say what we're doing is pioneering. It's one thing to talk about it, to know it. It's another thing to actually embody it. Listen, we are bounty. We are meant to be rich. First of all, we're intrinsically rich. As within, so without, always. So if your outside is not a reflection of the inside, something is off. And that's why I'm here to help you come out, because if you still in character, hiding, and you cannot experience your riches on the outside. So a launch is coming up. Be in touch with me. I really, this Dark Black Mother group, that's even going to be refined, because I'm so happy for this morning's meditation. I'm really ready to connect. Hello, Goddess. I'm really ready to connect with those of us who truly want to be with our people. No more being around people who think we a fool, people who can't see us, normal spiritual people who just want to, whatever it is that they want to do. Hello, April. We're done. We're done. We're done. This is pioneering. This is significant. We're over all of these people running around talking about they gods, but they not acting like it. If you're a real God, likeness knows it's not its likeness. Likeness knows its likeness. And you want to get it together so we can be together. Like, I can't even express how, well, I'm expressing it to the degree that it's coming out right now. Okay. So get in touch. Y'all know how to get in touch. There's so much going on. I gotta go. I'm already at my time. I'm here every weekday, 8 a.m. Pacific. I'll see y'all later. Bye.